we left off, you guys had just gotten the box, and you had traveled through the rest of the Altar Depths and up and outside, and the statue slides over the hole, and that is where we stopped.
Well,
I thought we were gonna...
and I've been listening to Adventure Zone, so I'm getting the two confused. I don't know what's ours and what's theirs.
I like
together.
that. I like that you're getting both of them confused. That means I'm doing a good job. Well, everybody else is doing a good job, too.
Thank you. Thank you,
welcome.
sir.
Well, it's not just me, I guess. Could be you guys, too.
You're here, I suppose.
Yeah, you're still
Part
alive.
of this.
Thanks for the free labor.
No, I meant the characters are still alive factor.
So far. So, what are you guys doing now that you've gotten out of the Altar Depths? You are standing around the statue, middle of the night, holding a box, and you all kind of look a little like hell. You're going to go back to the inn?
Hell, we should be all sparkly.
Right. I know I am.
No, you guys are
My pretty dress.
No. You're healthy, but you're just over like a long day's worth of work, killing zombies and gelatinous blobs and soldiers of misfortune and orcs.
I don't know. I think it was pretty freaking awesome.
trying to-
Did we
Yeah.
open said box?
No. Because remember he said not to, the librarian.
No.
We remember that. The librarian said not to open
Oh,
it.
that's right.
So did the half-dead dude
So
that we
I-
then made full dead.
So I think
She's
we
like
need to
Grandpa
decide
from The
what we're going to do
Simpsons.
about Pete. 'Cause we obviously think Pete has something to do with.
So do we
This
visit
box.
Pete?
Pete doesn't like me anyway.
I'm down for any plan that we send Mr. Creepy in first.
Oh, I see. I'm the cannon fodder now.
Man,
You were before.
I know, that's why I'm happy it's not me.
I have to agree with him on this one. Send no creepy in.
You're just happy there's no spears.
Not yet, anyways.
That's true.
Okay, so you guys are going to go back to the inn and get a rest up. Obviously, a solid night's rest after all the activities that happened the morning prior. And you wake up. What are you guys doing after that?
I'm going to refill my ale sack.
Okay, that's going to be 2 copper for the ale sack. Of course, because you haven't had liquor and you're getting the
Need to
DTs.
send the creepy dude to go talk to Pete.
I think we should all form up outside, too, for when it goes south on said creepy dude.
Yeah.
I'm bringing Funkin with me.
Okay.
Funkin's the one you want, right? Good luck.
Yeah, he got the box.
He also got a spear earlier.
No, he's not keep taking the box.
Cannon fodder.
I will keep the
Yeah,
box.
yeah, the box should stay
The
outside.
box is not going anywhere.
Okay,
near
good point.
Pete.
Okay. So you, Darcassian and Fonkin are going to go see Pete at the library. Is it just Freya that's going to be
No,
outside?
the three
No,
of us
three
are
of
going
us.
to hang out outside the library.
I think it's going to go bad, so yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah, on second thought, I'll go in with them.
Okay, so you're going to go in with them, so it's just
so
going to be...
Z and I will just hang outside then.
Okay. All right, and you enter the library. And it is the same scene as before. Pete is sitting behind the desk or behind the counter, and he has books piled around him, and he's paging on through and reading and making notes in the margins, as this librarian is wont to do. And he looks up from his book and sees the 3 of you. Darcassian, obviously first, as your presence is alarming. Funk and the Stumbler behind him, and laughing in the very back at the events that are preceding you is Artus. And he'll look at the 3 of you and, well, did you happen to get anything down there?
Possibly.
Okay.
So, Pete, was it?
Darcassian, we've been in the same town for quite some time. Yes.
Just making sure. I thought your name was Librarian. Anyway.
Yeah, we found something, but I'll let the dwarf there explain what we found, because I don't quite know.
Yeah.
What piece of my ale here.
Before we get that far, though, what was
Who
it?
are you 2 again? I'm sorry, I
Captain
can't...
Funkin.
Captain Fonkin.
Captain, yes. Artist.
I'm pleased to meet you. I'm Pete. As you can
How's it
see,
going,
this
Pete?
is a library,
Yeah.
and I'm a librarian.
Yeah.
You sound like you really like your job, pal.
It's okay. I don't recommend it.
I got some questions for you, bud.
Okay.
What the heck are children of the manipulators? Or, followers of saviors? Or something about discoverers?
Getting real tired of being led around by the short hairs here.
Well, I really only know one of those words. Vaguely.
Hopefully not manipulators, because otherwise we're going to have issues.
No, I know the saviors. Perhaps. But I'd have to look into that a little more. Where did you hear this?
We heard it off a dude that was half dead before we made him full dead. So think hard.
Half dead? And now he's full. Well, it's good that he's full.
It was pretty
dead.
badass, to be honest with you. But, yeah.
Yeah, he butchered him.
Hey! We agreed not to say that part.
Pete will, he'll write down the saviors on there, a sheet of parchment that he has, and also half dead, now full dead. And he underlines full dead quite a few times.
Don't like doing things halfway.
That's fair.
Yes.
Well, if you did it only halfway, you'd be a quarter dead. Quarter alive?
Well, I mean, he'd be 3/4. He was already halfway there in the first place.
There we go.
We did the math on it, Pete. He's all dead.
We did the math.
As I said, he butchered him. It was pretty.
And still no. Shut up. Drink your ale.
So, I can see you're a good conglomeration of a bunch of different people. Is there anything that you may have found down there?
That's going to depend on what you tell us.
On what?
On what all this is about, because...
I only know one of the words, perhaps. I don't know the rest of them, but to find out I would have to go somewhere. I don't know if the 5 of you, well, 3, did the other 2
They're around.
die?
No, they're around.
Okay, well that's good.
I think there's a sandwich shop down the street.
Yeah, it's this little bistro-looking thing.
That's a great place.
Pinky's out, everything.
You can tell Pete's eyes just light up about the bistro place. Like, this place is fantastic. They have this wonderful tea.
Yes.
Mixed with some local honey.
I wouldn't know. They won't let me in there.
That's probably also why he's happy with it.
You would see there's a "Do Not Enter Darcassian" with a painting of him.
I feel it's kind of subjective.
It's a good representative.
It doesn't capture my appearance at all. No.
Funkin', I don't know if we picked the right horse in this race or not.
I don't even know what we're doing here. I was told to come.
Wait, when did the horses show up? We could have horses the whole time? Instead of walking everywhere?
How long is it going to take you to look into this?
You might want to come with. It's a ways. It's a ways.
Maybe we should talk to the others about this before making any snap decisions.
Yeah, it's probably for the best. We'll be right back.
Okay. Well, I suppose that I will see the 3 of you later, Darcassian.
Yes.
I bet he's going to say, please go with him.
Oh, I see. I have to leave too.
Yes, please.
Oh, and another thing just came to mind. How come you didn't yell at him for drinking in the library and me, I did?
You know why.
I think I did.
And he'll go back to his books and taking notes, and he keeps that parchment rather close to him. You can see as you turn around to wave goodbye that he folds and puts it into his breast pocket.
Okay.
You guys are going to exit the library, all 3 of you. I'm pushing you out.
Okay, fine. I'm leaving.
So, what are you guys doing?
I don't trust this guy.
don't-
He's fishy.
What happened in there, guys?
I don't trust him either, but what else are we going to do?
What happened?
He wants us to go with him.
With where?
Wigger.
Yep.
What do you
Far
mean, what?
away.
He didn't really specify on the where factor, but he said it was a far away place.
Wait, what?
What?
Yeah,
So
apparently.
we have to go far away to find out anything?
Apparently.
This is what we've been
And we
told.
have to go with Pete.
Yes.
That's what he said.
That's the-
I don't trust it.
That
But we
is-
don't trust Pete.
Yeah. Well,
Well,
Z, what do you think?
nobody trusts me. I'm hanging around.
we
Well, that's
didn't.
different.
We started out not trusting him.
I still don't trust him either, but he has a good ale.
You're very welcome, sir.
Well, I guess what do we have to
I-
lose? But I don't think we should tell Pete
Our
about
ale?
the box yet. And
We didn't.
Who has the box?
I mean, honestly, he's the only option
Yeah.
to figure out.
That's true.
She has a point there.
She does.
It's on a spirit. Can hurt things.
That's why I said it.
All right. I guess we're gonna go with Pete then.
All right, let's go, guys.
How big was this box? Okay, so we can
It's-
hide it
so
in like
somebody
a
can
sack
carry it
or
in a
something.
pouch or
Yeah, it's
something.
relatively small.
It's
It's
under my
not.
dress.
Put it in the. What? I was going to say put it in the ale pouch, but
Hey, Pete.
Okay, so you guys are going to go back into the library after that weird interaction that we just had, which will be in the edit. So
all
if you would
sorts of
like to
weird.
hear that, it'll be at the end of the episode, but you got to pay $1 for it. Maybe sometime. I don't know. We'll find out. But for now, it'll be free. So you go back into the library, and Pete's still behind his desk, flipping through the books and the tomes and the parchments, and he still casually averts his eyes to everybody that's coming through and nods at all of you. So,
And sighs at Silverhands.
Hello once again, Pete.
what is your decision?
We're in?
You're in?
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess so.
You screw us, though.
I got a crossbow that might have your name on it.
It probably won't. It hasn't hit much, but
I'm
I got a war axe.
librarian.
Screwed some people up.
I hate to say this, and I hate to be the one here that's going to say this. As he puts it, he is a librarian. You're not really out much.
I mean, he studies a lot.
So do
as a
I.
librarian. Yeah, but you're dumb.
That was rude.
I'm sorry. Not really, but you know.
You know how you
It's all
can
right,
make it.
bud.
You can make up for it.
It's all right, bud.
Pete smirks.
Pretty awesome, though.
Finally, Pete gets a joke.
Pete has a very dry
Oh
sense
my
of
God,
humor.
Pete! You smile? I thought that part of your face was broken.
Most of the time.
Just around
Is it?
you.
Is it
Continue,
only-
artist. You're welcome.
Thank you.
Well,
So, yeah.
shall we leave tomorrow?
Sure.
That'll give
That's-
me a day to pack and to figure out about how long it'll take.
Yeah,
And you
that-
didn't find anything down there?
No.
It's the weirdest thing.
Just that dude that wanted to kill us.
Yeah, weirdest
Yep.
thing.
Yep. There was a lot of creepy,
Death.
just grass,
All sorts of just
dirtiness down
dead
there.
people moving.
Yep.
It's weird. And Carl was down there.
Yes.
We messed
Carl?
Carl up. Big square.
Poor Carl.
Yeah.
He didn't last long.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I suppose we'll meet back here at the library tomorrow at the break of dawn, and we'll set out.
All right.
Sounds like a plan.
Okay.
Well, I'm going to get back to my studying, and...
Oh, I see how it is. Let's go.
All right.
Okay, and you exit the library, and Peter's true to his word. He begins to pack everything. Not like the entire library,
We're
but
going to pack the library.
blah, blah, blah. He's just got books behind him that he's just trying to shove into a duffel bag. Just cramming on them, and they don't go in. Is there anything that anybody want to do? Check out weapons, armor, equipment, anything at all while we're still in Flavin Village?
I need some more silver bullets. So I only have 9. I only have 9 left.
How many can you hold, my dear?
Well, I started with more than...
That's not helpful.
She didn't do the math.
Can we do the math? How many can you hold? Because it's going to cost you.
They're like rocks, you know. You can just have
Can
a
I
pouch.
get 11?
Really?
I mean, why don't you just pick
go
up
for the
rocks
full
along
12?
the way?
I want my silver one.
Those are going to be expensive.
She wants to even out her numbers.
Okay.
I got some money.
All right. So you're just going to get some of the silver bolts. Does anybody need to pick up anything before everybody heads off?
No, I think
What do I owe you?
That would be 10 silvers, my dear.
Okay, here you go.
Why, thank you. In fact, I threw an extra 1 in there so you can have an even 11. It's kind of a pain in the butt to do 1. I make them in bulk.
Thank you.
You're welcome. See, I'm nice. See? Nicer than Pete.
I don't know. I mean, Pete wasn't too bad.
10, right?
Yes, 10 silver.
Pete isn't too bad.
Yeah.
He's just very dry and plain and monotone.
Yeah.
Do you guys think he needs a boat?
Pete would have no use for a boat.
You probably fill it up with
Books.
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 Yes.
I don't care how people use my boats. They just buy my boat.
All right, so you got your stuff.
Yep, I'm good.
I didn't need anything. He doesn't look like he needs nothing. You need anything?
No.
A new day. And you all wake up at the crack of dawn, get yourselves ready, bring all your equipment together, and you come to the library. And so far, Pete is not yet there. There's a little bit of a cold mist on the ground, and the sun starts to rise. And you hear a clap, 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 clap. And Pete is riding a horse, and behind the... Yeah, I know, we need coconuts. And Pete is riding his horse, and behind him is a...
Some sort of wagon?
Yeah, a
God, I hope.
A little bit of a wagon. A little bit of a
It's gonna be a
wagon.
long walk.
But it's It's not like a wagon. It's like
Well,
a
no, like,
wagon.
it's like a little
cart.
trailer.
A small
kinda
trailer.
cart.
Yeah, it's like a little cart, little trailer.
Turnip cart.
Is
Nobody
it like one of those little pull behind U-Hauls?
Yes.
smaller.
Oh,
Like,
smaller
we're talking
than
tiny.
that. Okay.
Yeah, it's itty bitty. It's like the size of a wagon, like a Red Rider,
Oh, like a radio
Well, I mean-
flyer.
like a radio.
Two of
flyer.
us can ride on the horse with him, for God's sake.
Anyway,
Excuse me, Pete. Is there a stables around here where these us can get some horses?
He's us.
you don't have horses.
I mean, we woke up in a ditch 4 days ago. We kind of just have this.
So you have all your weapons and armor, but you don't. Okay. Well,
Man.
yeah. Let's go get some horses.
It is confusing. We probably should have done this yesterday, guys.
And he'll turn around and start leading everybody out to the stable yard. And yes.
When we go to the stable, can there be a wolf in there so I can get my wolf?
Oh,
Why?
no.
Yeah.
That's fine. I don't care. God says no. Vote whatever you want. So you guys turn around and you ride off onto the stable, and Pete the librarian dismounts Octopus. That's what he named his horse. If anybody understands that throwback. You guys should know. Adventure Zone. Remember the octopus thing that he was fighting in the, in the water?
Yeah, that was
stable on
the blue ring one or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't think I got that far yet.
No, it's fine. Anyway, so he...
That's like the third storyline, I think.
Yeah. So he hops off his horse Octopus, and you can he goes into the stable, and he's talking with the stable boy that's there and making arrangements. You can see he's talking very solemn like in his normal Pete tone, and the stable boy is nodding, and he runs off and he starts to get everything ready, and Pete will come back and, well, I've got the 5 of you horses.
Thank you, Pete.
Oh, you're quite welcome, Dark
Yeah, thanks.
Thank you.
This is very expensive, and as a librarian, it's more expensive for me.
So what you're saying is you would like to get paid back?
Eventually.
Ah, okay.
And he'll go to the stable boy and he'll pay for run-of-the-mill regular horses with a riding saddle, bit and bridle, and packs off the backside as well. So you're all nice and outfitted. So what does your horse look like? It does not look like a wolf.
It's gray with yellow eyes.
You pointed at me. You didn't say me. I was just being
All right.
podcasty here.
Kendra, what's your horse look like?
Has spots.
Oh, so it's an Appalachian horse. Okay.
It's a unicorn.
No. It's just got a stick strapped right to its head. So there's a leaf on it.
No, it's just like mostly white, but it's got a little black spots here and there.
Okay. Chris, what does your horse look like?
And my horse is brown like the desert, and his name is Bodie Jr.
Rhonda, what does your horse look like?
My horse is a very dark chocolate brown with his mane and tail is a light brown. And her name is Princess.
Of course it is. Jay, what's your horse look like?
Just solid gray, like a darkish gray, almost black, but not quite.
So the default setting?
Yeah, pretty much. Okay. I was going for rocks, dwarf rocks. His name is Granite. We'll go with that.
All right. Darcassian, do you have a horse? And what does it look like?
And where do you ride it?
Alan.
I know who you're talking to. You don't have to speak to me in that voice.
He's looking up horse pictures on
I'm not
Google.
looking. It's a solid brown horse.
I don't know
And it travels. You know what a horse looks like? No, that's Pegasus. Travels like this.
His horse
That's
had
the
a red
noise
ball.
it makes, by the way.
That's not a horse. That's people in a horse suit.
Oh, no. It's something. See, it's so pretty.
I think the elf
It
has
is
lost his
probably a
damn mind.
very ugly.
It's the ugliest horse there.
It looks like it might be cross-eyed and drooling, but I'm pretty sure the librarian had something to do with that.
Yeah, it's not surprising. Let's just call
But
it.
that's okay. I'll be all right with this one. Seriously, when you ride him, he makes that noise. It doesn't need a name. I'll call it horse.
Doesn't need a name. All right.
What's with these naming everything? You make a name of it, and then you can't eat it. I mean, come on.
I don't eat horse.
She ain't gonna let you eat a horse, dude.
If you're hungry enough, you will. Anyway, no names for mine. Just a normal brown horse, star on its head.
My horse's name is Mambo, by the way.
Mambo.
That's my horse.
Pete is consistently rolling his eyes at this. And hops on his horse Octopus and starts to leave. And I'm assuming the rest of everybody else is going to be following him. Insert traveling music here.
That's not the
Wait a minute. No.
sixth time we've heard that tonight.
No. What you need is like Holiday Road or something.
Oh God, not Holiday Road. No. We'll end up with something tied to a horse dragged behind it.
Only once.
Excuse me, Pete.
Yeah.
Did you figure out how long this was going to take us?
Oh, yeah. Excuse me. I'll figure that out in 1 second as I take a look at my map, which has all times.
Maybe you should have that out when we're traveling, just in case.
It's held shut with something that makes a nice popping noise.
Be about a day and a half. We'll have to camp out.
Yay,
At least
camping!
one night. Would anybody like to go ahead of me, as
No.
I'm a librarian and can't do much fighting?
You look like you're doing a good job there, Haas. You know the way.
I know the way, but it's fun.
It's gonna be me. I know it's gonna be me.
I say
I'm just gonna go up front now.
No, I think we put Mr. Bodie up front.
He's drunk! You don't want him leading the way.
He should be able to
He's
see
gonna be a
stuff.
cannon
I'll
fodder.
gladly take point on this one. I'll leave your asses behind. Wait,
All right.
wait a minute. I'm on the donkey.
Thank you, Darkassian.
How? What?
Sorry, dwarf.
All right. So, as you're walking out of Flaven Village, you're traveling through the old oak forest. You're traveling north. You haven't been to this location, and Pete tells you, well, we're getting into dwarven territory now, just so you're aware, artists. So you may or may not do some talking in the coming town. Are you sure you're going to be okay doing that?
I'll talk to them. It don't mean they're gonna listen to me.
That's fair.
I'm
Well,
really good at talking to dwarves.
Only when there's ale.
Only
He
when
can
there's
talk his way into a barrel.
well,
Normally it's amazing.
Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong.
Darkassian,
Yes?
roll me a spot check.
Okay, you're gonna have to lead me a little bit here. Which one is that?
D20 plus spot.
Thank you. Plus spat. That would be 16, sir.
16? Yeah, you'll definitely see this.
Okay.
Woogie!
Look over there. Quick.
Look at that thing! Traveling towards you. Currently traveling towards you. Coming off from the northeastern side. You're breaking through the forest right now. So you are partially concealed.
Oh, yes, that is concealment.
You see a little band of short figures and two hulking masses behind it.
And why do you have a problem with it?
If they're just walking down the road.
The last time we found stuff walking down the road, it tried to kill us.
No. Well,
Because yes.
You weren't there.
apparently I was not there.
I took a spear last time.
Well, congratulations. Where did you take it to?
I'm going home, guys. See ya.
Did you tell us that these things are there, or are we still just going that you know and we don't?
Yeah, he knows.
I'm on
the rest
point.
Of you
I
guys
saw
don't.
this crap.
Yeah, that's what I'm pointing out. Are you telling
shall I
us?
tell them? Yes, of course.
Don't ask him.
Everyone, I noticed something on the outskirts of this forest edge. There seems to be 4 creatures out there on the road. I'm a little bit scared. There's 2 that I can make out, and not 2 that I can't, really. Anyway, shall we continue on, or watch and learn?
What's our cover situation like?
You're mostly covered by the trees.
Like, so if we kind of like run off the trail and kind of just let them kind of pass through and see what if they're a threat or something. Coming up ahead on engaging is what we're gonna go for.
I think that's a good idea. Why don't we stop here and go off to the side here? There's some trees, and let's see if they'll just pass us by.
I mean,
And since I've got all these
dragging,
new spells,
we're dragging 6 horses through the woods.
I've
We're
got a
gonna
tree
leave a path.
spell. You look
Well,
exactly
5
like a
horses
tree
and a
for 1
donkey.
hour.
That
on
covers
top of the horse.
Perfect.
Yeah, unless you can stack horses, I think we're a little out of it.
Pete, I am surrounded by idiots, Pete.
Don't tempt me, shopkeeper.
I mean,
Well,
all right.
I would suggest that's a good idea.
Yeah, let's go off into the woods.
Let's go off into the woods.
Not too deep.
And never too deep.
Farnham to hide.
Everybody roll me. You're going to have to roll hide checks for all your horses.
Oh, great.
Are you kidding
So
me?
you can roll twice.
Princess is really good at hiding.
Princess isn't getting dirty.
You can't just say Princess is good at hiding and then she just
yes, I
disappears into the thick.
Yes, I can.
You never know.
That's all I want.
So we need to roll 2.
So it's all two
Do we add anything to it?
I will do any modifiers to your rolls.
It's just
My horse hit good. I did not.
I was just standing there.
You're concealing your horse with your body.
Exactly.
Well, I just rolled
One hit.
2 20s.
Are you freaking?
They're right there.
I guess she's right. Princess is baller at hiding.
Look at them.
She did.
They're 20s.
Well, the horse got a 12 and I got an 8.
Okay, so is it Kendra?
I got a 19 and my horse got a 5.
She's gonna come up to like
Your horse
3
hides
horses
well,
and
right?
2 people.
Your horse or you hides well.
My horse hides well.
How do you roll so poorly?
For myself, I don't know.
Don't you have a plus to hiding as a rogue?
You're a rogue. You ought to.
I don't
If-
think you added that.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have.
Yeah,
Okay.
I know she's got a plus,
really
but
matter.
she doesn't need it.
Because I got natural 20s. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I have a 19, so it's really not going to matter. I've
Yeah,
got a
so it's
plus
okay,
3.
Okay. So it's okay. Sorry, it's 7.
I had a 15 for the horse, and I got a 8 for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You don't have anything to add to it?
No? Look at me. I look like I hide.
Elton, look
Full armor.
talking about.
Ding ding.
Yeah.
Darcassian.
I got a natural 20 for the horse.
Donkey.
For your donkey.
Sorry, donkey. And 10 for myself.
Sitting over here with an 8, so I can't say a lot.
Don't stand next to me. You'll make noise and they'll see me.
Can't see me.
This bush is next to me like, shut the fuck up.
I'm just a voice.
I got a branch in front of me.
Me and Princess.
It's the devil. Shoot where the voice is.
You and Pete do too.
Oh, really?
Is Pete not hiding either?
We're looking through like oak leaf branches.
Don't even have like individual ones. We're sharing a branch. This is horrible.
What the crap?
Pete, why are you standing so close to me?
He's like, I don't know, but I really don't like it.
Move over, Darcassian.
Yeah. Pete's horse didn't do too well. I'm concluding that with the cart is like sticking out into the trail a little bit.
Can I
So
stand in front of it? Maybe I'll knock it.
I don't think it works that
So, who's visible and whose horses are visible?
well, let's see. They're the band of which Alan had seen coming towards. Who? Darcassian?
Thank you.
Alan?
Who?
Guys,
Let's see.
Everybody, are we on the tracks? You're quiet over there.
you think they want a boat?
No.
Freya doesn't even need to do anything. She can watch all you guys die.
I'm pretty sure she will.
She's nobility. She's used to it.
Yeah, she's used to that.
Walking towards the forest itself, in which you guys have sauntered off, some of you a lot more gracefully than others, off of the trail. You can now see plain as day that there are 3 goblins, and followed by 2 hulking bugbears. Giant masses of muscle and meat. The bugbears don't appear to notice anybody. However, one of the goblins sees Xenoxia's horse.
Poor Mambo.
He was a good horse.
Sees Chris, obviously doesn't see you, Freya. Artus sees you, but not your horse. Darcassian, he sees you, but not your horse. And Pete may have just, shaken his hand.
Sounds about right.
Welcome to Flavin Village.
Hello. I'm a librarian. Please don't hurt me.
Pete's not real good with these survival skills.
Pete's a librarian.
It's a librarian.
I'm pretty sure Pete can kind of he made eye contact with the goblin, and the goblin goes,
I'm pretty sure at that point I would be walking up to Pete to drag his ass away from the goblin
Pete's
and
gonna
the
hold a
bugbears.
book up and try to hide it.
He's got a painting of woods on the backside of it.
Like a
Well,
cat.
goblins aren't that smart. I was say goblins aren't that smart, are they?
No, goblins are pretty stupid, but they can identify when somebody's, hey,
That's a tree.
Yeah, they can identify objects.
Not a tree.
That's a librarian.
Poor Pete. We hardly knew you.
As one goblin looks at the other.
Somebody grab his map.
How do you know that? There's forward thinking right there.
The goblin's like, the air just spoke.
This place is haunted. Everybody run.
Yeah, did we scare him away?
We scared him with that.
No, you didn't scare him away. However, he and his other 2 goblin friends are going to talk amongst themselves. Does anybody speak goblin? I don't think.
Goblin language?
Yes.
Yeah, you speak goblin? Okay, well, that's good enough.
Great, one of the hidden ones speaks goblin.
You can kind of hear a little bit quietly. So you can roll me a listen check. You're just rolling everything good tonight.
Overheard that conversation from a mile away.
Yeah, no kidding. You can kind of hear him like, do you see that? No. I don't see what? And he kind of like points in the general direction. That thing right there, that guy, he's just standing right there. He's like, you can hear him talking about, what is that? What is he doing? He's just standing there. Does he look like he's going to do anything? He doesn't have a weapon or anything. I mean, obviously, it's like,
How goblins talk?
I guess. I don't know.
Sounds cool. I'd like to learn that language.
I'm not very good at it. I'm not fluent in
Can
goblinoid.
I just whisper?
Yeah, Artis.
Just a librarian.
Nothing to see here.
You
Move
can.
along.
Do you want to?
Yeah, they're probably going to notice you then.
Pete kind of notices that he's been spotted. Why not? We'll say Pete can speak goblin.
Well, let's hope so.
I'm going to write that down.
For next time.
That might be.
Pete's got a cannon? All right.
Why didn't we put him up front?
Under the books.
They used to call me Cannon Pete, and then I decided to take a life of peace and tranquility.
You should have brought the cannon, bro.
Yeah.
Brought that cannon.
Who says he had it?
He's got a red rider
Awake
BB
under
gun
the
stuck in his radio flyer wagon.
He's going to walk up
Well, for the love of...
Pete?
to the goblins and the bugbears.
Pete, give me your map.
Pete, don't do it.
For safety reasons.
Pete, where are we going?
The only thing that's keeping me alive right now is the map.
From us, not from them. They don't give 2 squats about your
I
map.
promise to give it back if you don't get killed.
If you do, where are we going?
Point to where
Pinky
we gotta
promise.
go.
I'm gonna go check out the sound over here.
Let's see. Do I want to roll my good dice or my not so good dice?
Good dice.
Good dice.
Kind of want to walk away from this one.
Somebody call it white or green.
Green.
Yeah, I should have called it white. That's all right.
I did
Make
white.
that work. That's
I changed my answer.
Artis just kind of starts reaching back for the axe. Not grabbing it fully yet, but just going to be
Doesn't
there.
matter. It's fine.
Crossbows prime.
Pete,
Pete's going to take one for the team.
good thing with bugbears, they also speak goblin too.
Oh, good.
So that's pretty cool.
Is it? Because then they're listening to him go, hey, there's something over there, and they didn't notice us.
It's fun.
All right.
Just bugbears.
I'm going to turn this bugbear into a hug bear. That was definitely a stolen joke.
Yeah.
Pete's going to just walk right out. He's going to bring his horse with, because obvious. And he's going to start talking to the 3 goblins and the 2 bugbears. And it's a good thing that Pete is very convincing about what he is doing, where he was going. And only you, I think, will be able to hear this. Roll me a listen check. Let's see if you can hear what he says. Yeah, you can kind of make out some of it. From what you glean, you hear that Pete's just traveling. He's just going to the next town. He doesn't want any trouble, and he will pay the goblins and the bugbears to not interfere with him or his traveling. He says that he does have a few other companions with him, but it is nothing to worry about, as we are just traveling intellectuals looking to make an adventure of our own, but we do not want any quarrel with you. Because he is so convincing, they just keep walking. Damn it.
Yay,
See that
Pete.
coming.
Right, that just wrecked your entire night, didn't it?
Well, that just wrecks a little bit.
I think he's playing this crap up. I think Pete put him under magic, and Pete's going to screw us later.
I rolled a 1 on their, counter bluff. So we're like, okay, guy, all right, bet. Don't even like.
Funny man make joke, I like.
Yeah.
Funny man, good man.
Pete. Whack, whack.
How do they know his name?
Well, I mean, yeah, he probably.
Told him that he was
Lucky
the
guess?
librarian.
My name's Pete.
Unless those people just call everybody Pete, that keeps them all same. I mean,
Yeah. Hey, Pete. My name's not Pete.
he is now.
You Pete now.
Yep.
Pete now.
You Pete 3. Don't ask about 1 and 2.
The rest of the entire traveling over to, I believe it was Galzan.
Ah.
So you do make it to Galzan. You will find a room for the night, and it begins raining and downpouring a little bit. However, it is that nice, quaint little town right next to the water. So there is an inn and a stable where you can board your horses and yourself at the same time. The community itself is a little rough. There's not a thick crust of grime over everything, but you know that this community is very old, very well worked, but also very tight-knit. They don't generally trust new people coming in. However, they do invite you pretty easily.
Well, that was nice.
Okay, so Galzan, do you guys want to do quick travel?
Yeah, that sounds good to me.
Fast travel it?
Might as well.
Let us expedite the experience. You guys have traveled through the mountain ranges in the Dwarven territory themselves. You pass through the city of Capstone and are going through a path through the mountains. You come into a clearing. Pete will turn to the 5 of you. Are you sure you did not find anything in the cave?
Is there a reason why you're asking at this particular point of our travel?
Because it seems very curious to me that you would have found the Altara depths, gone down through the statue, and not have come out with anything.
Well, Pete, there's not really a whole lot of trust here. So even if we did find something, who's to say we didn't hide it and not bring it with while we figure out what's going on?
Why don't you roll me a bluff check on that? No.
Get rid of your horses.
Yeah, we got horses because of the what? Oh, crap. What do I add to this?
I believe it's charisma.
Even better.
Because you're negative.
Yeah, that's a 4.
Woohoo!
Yeah.
Don't worry, guys, I got this.
Just tell them already. They'll do some out of here.
Oh, for...
Something.
There's no ale. Yeah.
Are you saying this in front of him? It's pretty obvious now. So, hey, Pete.
Retcon, side talk. No.
I'm not saying we did, and I'm not saying we didn't. But, you know,
There's a higher.
Something.
we're getting screwed over here left and right, and I want to be sure that you're not going to be the next one in line.
I think we're probably on the same side. But I do have a little more information.
We found a box.
Funkin', you drunken.
Funkin'!
Go to the box and let me open it.
Yeah, there's a reason for that.
Can I see the box?
No!
Well, now I know where is it.
What can I do to make sure that we have a level of trust and camaraderie between you 5 and me?
Maybe you should share some more info with us.
You didn't say you had more information.
You said you had more information.
I do. Soon. But I need to know
Where are we headed?
about 100 feet in that direction. And he points behind him. And you see nothing but trees lining next to a very large mountain.
Not helpful.
He's leading us off the edge, guys.
Arcana, what do you got for us? Silverhand, do something.
Like what? I'm just as blurry as you are.
Do something.
Pete? Librarian.
Darcassian.
Such disdain.
I trust him.
Don't cross me. Moving right along. Okay, let's see.
We just feel like we've been torn and lied to and led in different directions. We're not really sure who's pulling the strings and that kind of thing. And so we're just really worried that if we did find something or we didn't find something, whatever,
That ship is
if
sailed.
we show it to you and share it with you, something bad is going to happen. Or if we did find something, we're not really sure what it does, or it could cause the end of the world or something. So we're a little worried. So that's why we're just a little hesitant. So unfortunately, we don't want to give a lot of details until we know what our future brings.
Okay. And he'll turn around with Octopus and ask you to follow him as he rides towards the mountain itself.
All right.
Okay, me and Mambo are following.
Yeah.
He'll get next to the tree
Here
line.
comes me and Princess.
That's next to the mountain, and he'll dismount.
Okay.
Can Mambo have 5 legs?
No. No.
I have been waiting for this.
He will ride up to the tree line next to the mountain, and he will dismount, and he'll turn around and say, if you'll all give me a moment, please. And you see Pete walk towards the rock face. It's a pretty sheer rock face. Between 2 large fir trees that stand roughly a few strides apart. And he nods at both. He speaks rather slowly toward them. And the trees themselves part even further. And they create a space to pass more wide than needed. And Pete nods at both of the tree ends. And asks you 5 to come with. So what do you do?
I mean, I think we should make sure the druid thinks this is okay.
Xenoxia, what say you?
We go.
All right.
We go?
I'm guessing you already went in, knowing you.
I'm already in.
Yeah.
I'm already on the trail.
I'm following.
Maybe there's some
Fonkin.
real
So
in
you
here.
dismount and you're standing next to Pete at the rock face itself. Everybody?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's consensus.
Okay. So Pete leaves his horse along with all his books and other information in,
All right,
in
so
the cart
it's
itself.
Pretty much going to be safe.
And Pete walks through the rock face. And
He
he
is not a sorcerer.
and
Right,
Oh,
right
no.
here, artist with knowing stone and being a dwarf and growing up in the mines is just like,
You guys didn't see that? There's nothing. All right, bye.
follows through.
I'm following. I'm following
All right,
Artus here.
let's try this.
as you walk through the rock face with an initial surprise, you enter into a room not bigger than Pete's library itself. Within you can see the rock carved out quite well, but timber that adorns the floor and walls creates a warm look. Cloth hung from the ceilings and banners on the walls, the light within is warm, yet bright enough to see easily. Though discerning the source takes a back seat to the awe that you feel walking among these halls. Moving further down, you see tables outstretched, filled with people studying, writing, and conversing. An amphitheater with a white stone concave is off to the back with a human giving a lecture. A myriad of people listening, dwarves, elves, gnomes, humans, a half-orc or 2, and to your surprise, a well-off looking goblin. No one turns to look up, however. The guards in front, donned in matte blue armor, a halberd pointing towards you. The guard to your left is,
Aye there, Pete. What be thy's group?
It's all right, Donnie. They found something that I think they need to look into a little further. They're just fine. Don't pay them any mind, Donnie. We'll be in and out as quick as I normally am. Librarian, it's good to see you again. My dear friend, you've been gone for ages.
Brayley, it's wonderful to see you. Hopefully I've not been gone any longer than normal. We will catch up, I'm sure of it. But this matter is, I think, quite pressing.
Sure, Pete. Donnie will let them all through. Just this once, I think.
As she winks at the players and smiles at Pete.
Well, hello.
From here on out, Pete says, as he turns around and speaks to you all, just let me do any talking if anyone asks questions. So far, we don't know much about this box that you may or may not have found. But the one person I think we might ask is at the far back lecture down there. We'll have to talk to her in just a few minutes. Pay her no mind, though. I know she's a goblin, but Lork is a good lass, and she's the best miner I think we've got.
So we follow Pete further in.
Yeah.
Yep, that's where we're at.
And he keeps walking towards the amphitheater, but he's going to stop and turn once again and ask, are you sure there's nothing that you found in the Altari depths.
Pete, do we have to go over this again?
I'm kind of thinking we tell
Can we converse amongst ourselves for a minute?
Yeah, give us a moment.
Hold on, Pete.
2 minutes.
And he'll walk towards Lork.
I'm kind of thinking we tell him we have it.
This
now.
could be important.
You know as we do, and look, we're in a hall of nerds. I think we're fine.
I think we can. I think we can all fight our way out.
All right, let me turn around and pull it out.
Pete,
Is this what you're talking about?
we got some things to tell you, bud.
Well, that might be it. We'll have to find out.
Might be what, sir?
You don't know?
It was a pain to get, so it probably is.
I'm pretty sure. May I? He stretches out his hand.
I guess. Here you go.
And Pete takes it. I'm So, there's that now. What's our librarian friend Pete up to? Where's this strange Magisteria Miracula among the mountains? Have our heroes made the largest mistake they could have possibly done? And, like Brad Pitt asks, what's in the box? There's a lot going on in the future with our heroes, with Pete, and maybe even with Octopus the Horse. Stay tuned and find out in a hopefully not too late episode in 2 weeks. I personally apologize if the episode was off a bit for Fonkin and Freya. We were having some cable issues that evening. They do sound a bit distant and a little underwater, but hopefully we'll be able to get that remedied in the next episode of the Magisteria Miracula. Of course, we love doing our thanks for the follows at the end of every episode. So, big deep breath, and no post-recording editing. Juiced Dantuma, Limitless 5E, Monster Let's with 2 S's, High Seal Brown, Channel Surf Pod, Olarand, Luna Liff, and thanks for the correction there. We do appreciate that, Luna. Lexi Kaliti, 33_Pulp, Dusk's Quill _Team, Webcast 411, Eldritch Crow, 4 Friends, Some Dice, Nami Nomi 2, Cole Un with 2 U's? Maybe? Is it? If it's not, let me know. Rex Bar 1 here in Duluth, Pudge Cat, Ice Cream Dice, and I Love Me Some Sherbert, Crooked Tower, What to Do Ent, TJ Sear, Homebrew Archives, Dragon Turtle G, Goodbye Horses 69, Crankage Games, Carbon Glitch 13, T May Cast, that's Tell Me About Your Elf Cast, C2C Nerds, Thomas A. Koch, Quest and Chaos, Carathin, Sammy Ashley with a 3 for an E, and hey, that rhymed. Old Hellfire 2316 Designs, Criminal Allies, Black Cat _13_99, Rogar GTNP. Thank you so much for the follows, the conversations, and the thanks throughout our podcast. From all of us at the Free Roll 5, we appreciate every last bit of it. And that segues into how you can get in contact with us if you do so feel inclined. We're on Twitter at Free Roll 5, Facebook and Instagram at Free Roll 5 Podcast, and you can find us on Podbean, iTunes, Stitcher, Blueberry, Podtail, TuneIn, and everywhere podcasts are found. We'd absolutely appreciate a review on iTunes or wherever you listen to your podcasts, and if you do, we'll all give you an individual thanks tailored just to you. Just send us a screenshot of your review, and we'll get that special thanks out to you at the end of the next episode. And last but not least, if you do feel so obliged to throw money at us, we've got a Patreon where you can donate $1 an episode. That's $2 a month. What you'll get with that gratifying feeling of helping 6 people is the DM's cut at the end of the episode. 2 are available currently, with more coming, and the satisfaction of knowing you're a great person. But you're great no matter what you do. Thanks for listening, thanks for the download, and hey, we'll see you in 2 weeks.